Hey guys, good evening. I've been getting a lot of requests from all of you to talk about and analyze US stocks. So here we are right now. For this video, I've segmented them into two groups. Number one, groups connected to the COVID vaccine, Moderna, Pfizer, AstraZeneca. Then we're going to talk about Tesla, one of the top stocks that you guys have been asking. Then I'll end it off with stocks that are heavily connected to tech, Google, Apple, Amazon. So for this video though, I want to just segment it and talk about what the trend specifically is for the stock so that you guys can analyze it looking at it from a trend point of view because I don't know what time are you guys watching this. I also don't know how the narrative is on when you are watching. So I think it would be relatively good also to analyze this and talk about this from the lens of where the trend is. So let's start. Let's do this. Let's go with the very popular Moderna first. So mRNA. So for Moderna, what one of the few things that I could see and analyze and share to all of you is that there is a resistance right here at the 169, 170 US dollar mark, and after it failed to break that particular resistance level, we've started to see it decline for the days following it. So a couple of things that you would also need to know is that when a stock fails to hit the resistance or fails to break the resistance, sellers dominate and you start to see it decline. So as of today's recording, the stock price of Moderna is 113.98 US dollars, and it's under the guise of it failed to break out of the 169 resistance level. Now, one of the things that I'd like to point out also was while all of this was happening, it failed also to hold the 20-day moving average. That's why we're seeing a bit of a decline here. One of the things that's protecting Moderna, though, is the support right here at this particular level at the 104.9 level, which we saw it got hit. It got hit around January 4, 2020, January 4, just a couple of days ago. So after that, um, I'll probably peg it for the short term, for it to have a short term resistance right here. So the current range, at least for Moderna as of now, 104.86 support, 135.26 resistance, and it also coincides to where, if you look at it, where the 20-day moving average is. So there. By the way, if you're watching this and you are not from the Philippines, my name is Marvin Berman. I'm a stock market trader and investor. I trade Philippine markets, but I also trade US and Singapore markets as well, and have been dabbling a bit of cryptocurrencies also. But I've been for some time just holding on to them for dear life over a specific wallet as well. So that's it for Moderna. Next stock that I'd like to talk about is, let me check my list. I want to talk about. hmm, let's talk about Pfizer. So for Pfizer, uh, as you all know, these are all heavily connected to the vaccine for the coronavirus. You have a resistance right here for Pfizer, then you have a support, which is specifically here. So Pfizer support 36, resistance is 42.94 as of this recording. By the time that we are making this, the stock price of Pfizer, let me check it specifically for you. Uh, Pfizer right now is lagging. uh, Pfizer right now is at 37.51. So looking at it from the charts here, it looks like that it's bouncing off the 36 level support. So should that continue, next possible area for it to go is the 42.94. So it's been there already since December 21. The 36 level is holding, and it's moving in a predictable sideways range with this as its uh, particular motion. So can watch out for this if Pfizer stays above the 36 level. Your next possible area for it as a resistance is at the 42.94 mark where the resistance is. Comment below if you're learning. Comment if this is something that's helping you and giving you value. I haven't done a lot of videos for US stocks, no, but it's a new year, it's a new season, and it's time to just continually give you as much value as possible. So, this is AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca, as you can see right here, there's still a downward slope that's preventing it from going up. Then it's also confirmed by the 200-day moving average acting as its resistance. So the whole portion here of MACD below zero is also confirming this downward trend, downward push that we're actually having right here. So one of the things that I look for it to possibly have a movement up is number one, I'll plot a resistance here around the 58 level, and it has to break past a 200-day, at least a 200-day moving average. So for those who are tracking AstraZeneca stock, please do note the resistances right now are 58. Then you have another one right up. You have another one at the 52.49 level. So let me just check the current price for AstraZeneca. Where we are now. Let me check. There's a lag, no? I don't know why. AstraZeneca. Uh-huh. Okay. It's currently at 50.59. So from where we are right now, it's relatively around here. So it's still evident that the downward trend is still pushing for AZN. And also you have resistances at the 52.49 and the 58 level. So please do note this breakout from 52.49 will lead it to the resistance at 58 US dollars. So I just want to point this out. If it does not hold that level, then downward trend here will just push it back to the 48 level as well. So comment below if you're learning, comment if this is something that's helping you. And if you're new to this, please do note that these are not stock tips, picks. Never ever buy a stock just because we talk about it here. These are for informational purposes with the goal of you learning. But please do not buy just because we talk about it here. Please do not buy just because it's discussed here. It's your money. It's your responsibility. You need to take the time to learn to build the rudiments and never ever buy a stock just because you hear it off of YouTube or you hear it off of your friend. You need to analyze it on your own. So for Tesla, it's still moving on its uptrend. And what's so interesting, even after the stock split, the stock has still moved massively up. And what triggered it, it's is basically the breakout from this 20 and 50-day moving average. And if I'll plot a resistance here, which was its highest point when it did the stock split, it broke out from that level last November 19, and that's what's pushing the stock even higher. So from a trend analysis standpoint, GMMA, MACD, all of the moving averages are still showing that it's bullish. Plus, if you note here, and I'll put this trend line here, it's still confirming also that upward trending push that we're seeing for Tesla. So from a trend standpoint, short, mid, and long-term indicators are showing us that Tesla is still relatively in an uptrend, even confirmed by the short-term movements that we're actually seeing. And the breakout that we saw from the 505 US dollar level. So that's where we are for Tesla. Then I'll just round it up talking about a couple of tech stocks. Let's start with Google Alphabet. So for Google, this is how it is. Main resistance right now for Google is at the 1828 level. Main support is at the 1694 level. Failure to break out from the 1827 level will bring the stock up to its normal consolidation. Right here, where 1827 is the resistance, 1694 is the support. So again, failure to break this, it may retrace back here. And please do note that for Google, since November 4, 2020, it's been moving sideways and it has been consolidating for quite some time already. Next is I want to talk about Amazon. For Amazon, so if you look at Amazon right here, it looks like that I could draw my support line here. I could draw my resistance. My software is hanging. So there, you can see right here, this is the current range where Amazon is currently moving. You have a resistance at the 3 is currently just moving sideways and it's consolidating. So main level support is 3049, resistance is at the 3274 level. But from a trend analysis standpoint, it looks like it's still heavily consolidating after the large move that it had at the start of the year. So please do note that when the economy was relatively in lockdown, you saw a lot of stocks similar to Amazon make its large push from the lows of 15782, where the resistance is right now to 3500 level. But current level of support is 3049. Current level of resistance is at the 3260 mark as well. And I'll end this talking about Apple. Apple, in my opinion, is one of my favorite stocks. It's not just that they produce quality products, it's also that they're such an amazing brand. And for me, in business, brand is everything. The larger your brand, the bigger the chance and semblance for you to put whatever price that you would want, and people will come to you and buy you, even if you're at a more expensive price. So, as of now, no, by the time I'm making this video, the stock price of Apple is at around the 129.5 mark. You have your main support at 103. You have your resistance at the 137.23 level. But if we're going to put it in a shorter term perspective, you have another support at the 124.4 mark. So resistance 137.23, support 124.4. So I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I hope that this is something that's helping you. For those who want to learn more about investing in US markets, you can trade the US markets using eToro. I'll put the link in the description below, but it allows you to buy stocks for fractional shares only, and it allows you to have a virtual portfolio where you can practice, you can analyze, and you can somehow try US stocks without putting in real money yet. So there. I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I hope that this is something that's helping you. I hope that this is something that's giving you the right foundation on how you can trade the markets with confidence. So, if you want to know more about me, I'll put the link in the description about books, seminars, and everything else in between. So, this is Marvin Gurmo answering a lot of the questions that you guys sent out for the US markets. And if you want me to continue to do more of this, analyzing the US markets, feel free to put it down below. Put it, I want more US markets, and I'll try to make more in my second channel, more about this. And what else I want to say? Um, yeah, thank you so much for supporting my main channel. We have over 204,000 subscribers there already. And again, I'll reiterate it, just because we talk about it here, please do not buy the stocks just because it's talked about here. Build your firm conviction to analyze the charts. This video is for informational purposes, but the main decision for you to trade it should be yours. That's it for now. Marvin Gurmo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.